The greatest weakness of human race is selfishness. The greatest weakness of human race is selfishness. The greatest percentage of challenge in life that we put ourselves in or find ourselves in is because of individual selfish interest. There is no wall that can be built with selfish interest. The failure in marriage today is selfish interest. The collapse in business, in greater business or great business, is selfish interest. I tell you, selfish ambition can never provoke a selfless aspiration. Selfish ambition can never provoke a selfless aspiration. The return of every interest that is selfish is always the down part of that society. We find ourselves in the hands of people who are selfish. That is why the nation is where we are today. We find ourselves in the hands of people who are selfish. That is why everyone is like ceasing to exist. We find ourselves in the hands of people who are selfish in their thinking. That is the reason why every day there is inflation, economic murder, challenge, and all manners of societal issues, vices, because of selfish interest. We would have been where we ought to be if a selfless aspiration becomes the catalyst for human race. If a selfless aspiration becomes our thought and thinking, if a selfless aspiration is being put together in the school of knowledge, today, knowledge economy becomes the backwardness of our nations and most Africans' continent. Knowledge economy backwardness. Look at where we are. Selfish interest will never provoke a selfless aspiration. Selfish ambition will never provoke a selfless aspiration. When you see a man and a woman in a marriage, and one is thinking that he's higher than others, is selfish interest. When you see a man employ a group of people, I never think about what they will have apart from salary that they will give to them, or the ways to promote them, or to grow them in that part of company, is selfish interest. And later on we shout, they take my profit. The question is, life comes with attached properties. However, until selfish interest is dealt with, we will never arrive at the future. Hear this. There is no nation that outgrows its weakness in life without dealing with the weakness called selfish interest or selfish ambition. There is no nation that have ever rise to the zenith without dealing with the root of weakness called selfishness. There will be no success without selfishness being dealt with. Mind selfishness, thought selfishness, thinking selfishness, action prone selfishness. Only me and my family alone. Horse and horse. Not the generality of people. And that is the reason why. Go and check the output or the outcome of people who are selfish in their nature. They live a disgraceful life. Go and check it. The question is, your interest should impart on people's life and now give you a return of influence. Interest. A positive influence always brings progress in any spheres of life. A positive interest, not selfish interest. Positive interest. The journey to the world of greatness has to be evaluated by selfishness or selflessness. It's a wide margin. However, a thin track. The greater a nation is, check them. They are selfless. The weaker a nation is, go and check. They are selfish. God has a good plan. He will never change the patterns to living for any nation. No, never. He will never change pattern to living for any continent. Never. You know what? There are things He will never give me or do for me and you. He has given us power to execute it. And it is in our reach to do it. No matter how. We have all unbelievable resources to get ourselves out of the track of life, into the pedestal where everybody is going to see us as an enviable nation, an enviable individual, an enviable continent. However, we have to begin to define our approach to either selfishness or selflessness. If these two things is defined, and everybody carry the cord of the positive vibes of selflessness, we arrive at the future we want.
Once in life we live, we are grooming destiny. Let's ignite what today